Hi everyone, welcome to our channel Deepu's Decoder. Let's learn something new today. Bindings are very important in Xamarin Forms application. If we know how to use these bindings efficiently, we can able to do functionality very efficiently. So in this video, we are learning about some binding tricks in Xamarin Forms application. Let's see our first binding trick, string format. With the help of this string format, we can able to add additional text with our bindable property. For example, your channel name is Deepu's Decoder, but you want to display the text like my channel is Deepu's Decoder. At that time, generally what we have done is we are add our additional text inside the view model. Then after we are assigning those text to our XAML page. But with the help of this string format, inside the XAML page itself, we can able to add our additional text for the bindable properties. Let's see how to do it practically. Here I am open a blank Xamarin Forms project. Let's see how to add string format in Xamarin Forms project. Here I have already created my main page view model. So from that main page view model, I will bind my channel name to the my view. Inside my main page view model, I have assigned data and I have give this bindable property to my main page. I have assigned my channel name to my main page. First I will run an application and see, then after I will show you how to add string format inside the XAML page. Here we are getting our channel name like Deepu's Decoder. But if you have a requirement of add some additional text with that channel name, with the help of string format inside the XAML itself, we can able to add that additional text. I will show you how to add that additional text with the help of string format. Here we need to write string format. Inside the string format, we need to add our additional text. Here I am adding my channel name is. Here you can see that finally we are got that our additional text with the bindable property. My channel name is Deepu's Decoder. So this is the use of string format in bindings. Let's see our next bindable trick, multi-binding. This multi-binding is newly introduced in Xamarin Forms, but it is very helpful when we have a scenario like we have a collection of bindable objects, but we have to assign this collection of bindable objects to the target target property. Like for example, you need to display the user full name, but you will get from the view model like first name, last name and middle name, but you have to club those three names and you have to show as a like user full name. At that time, this multi binding is very helpful. There, our collection of bindable objects is first name, middle name, and last name, and our target property is user full name. So in this scenario, this multi-binding is very helpful. Let's see practically how to implement this multi-binding in Xamarin Forms application. Here I will show you multi-binding for the label. For example, here I want to show my channel name with the technology by using single label itself. With the help of multi-binding, we can able to achieve it. If we want to implement multi-binding, we have to follow this format. Inside label.text tag, we have to add multi-binding tag. Inside this multi-binding tag, we need to add binding tags based on our requirement. For example, we have a two collection of bindable objects, then we need to add two binding tags. Here I will show you my channel name with technology. So here I am adding two binding tags inside multi-binding tag. Here added like binding and path is channel info.channel name. Second tag is binding.path. Channel info.technology. And multi-binding tag, we need to add our string format. Here string format 0 represent our first bindable object and 1 represents second bindable object. So based on our bindable objects, we need to add binding tags inside the multi-binding. Inside my main page view model, I will add technology data. So if you want to add multi bindings, this is the format we need to add. Let's run our application and see how it will work. Here you can see that we are getting our channel name with the technology name. I will give you font size. Now you can clearly see that here we are getting our channel name with the technology also. So this is the use of multi-binding. Here our bindable objects are channel name and technology, and the target property is our label. So with the help of this multi-binding, we can able to assign multiple bindable objects to single target property. This is the use of multi-binding. Let's see our next binding trick. Fallback value. With the help of this fallback value, we can able to show our default text when our bindable object is not available. For example, you have assigned one bindable object, but that bindable object is not available. At that time, generally it will show empty. So instead of that, we can able to show our default value. This is the use of fallback value. Let's see practically how to add this fallback value. Now I will assign fallback value. How to it will helpful. Now I have created one label. Here I am giving my bindable object is location. Generally we don't have this location bindable object. At that time what will happen? Generally the data is not show. It is showing empty. Here you can see that data is not displayed because our location bindable object is we don't have. So if you add this fallback value, in this scenario, our fallback value will be displayed. Now I will show you how to add fallback value. Here you can see that data not available fallback text is displayed. Though, so this is the use of fallback value. Whenever our bindable object is not available, at that time instead of showing empty, it will show our fallback value text. Let's see our next bindable trick. Target null value. This target null value also recently added in Xamarin Forms. With the help of this target null value, we can able to show default text whenever our bindable object data getting null. For example, you are assigning the bindable object is name. By accidentally from the service, you are getting null value to the name. At that time, we need to handle inside our view model. Otherwise, it is showing empty. So instead of that, with the help of this target value, we can able to show our default text inside the example page itself. Let's see practically how to add this target value. Now I will show you how to add target null value. First, I will assign another property to our channel details class. And here I am assigning null value to our location. Now I am assigning target null value to my label. Let's run our application and see how it will work. Here I am not adding any target null value to my label. So we are getting null data. Here you can see that we are not getting any data is displayed because our location data is null. So in this type of scenarios, if you add target null value, it will display our target null value text instead of empty. Now I am adding target null value. Here you can see that our target null value data will be displayed. This is the use of target null value. So whenever our bindable object getting null value, at that time instead of showing empty, our target null value default text will be displayed.
Thank you for watching our video. If you like my videos, please like, share and subscribe our channel The Push Decoder and press the bell icon for getting further notifications.